You won't believe what I found today at my house, and I've decided to take it for a walk and let it go in this beautiful environment right here that really suits this animal. First find in over 20 odd years at my house. I can't believe it. You guys are going to be excited. Thanks for watching CrittaCam. So this place looks absolutely amazing. This is the ideal habitat. If I was looking for one of these snakes, this is where I'd come. I'd come to a place with this big, beautiful Sydney sandstone. Look at these big, gorgeous nodes that are just sticking out here of the bush. I mean, absolutely gorgeous trees. Look at this, old man Banksia tree. Look at that, it gets the name from the actual flowers there. Just this old wrinkly looking bark. I guess some would say it looks a little bit like myself, but gorgeous, gorgeous environment. Now, like I said, you guys are in suspense. This snake here is a highly venomous snake, believe it or not. I know it's not going to look like much, but trust me, this guy comes with a bit of a pack. Like I said before, these guys love these big rocky outcrops. They love rock on rock, they love rock crevices, they like timber on rock, they like the leaf litter, because that's where their food likes to hide. So we've got to think like that, right? We've got to think where their food likes to hide. These guys are going to eat it. Let's get this guy out. Some people would say, oh, it's not scary, it's not anything to be worried about, but unfortunately, they would be wrong. Look at those beautiful colours on that belly there. Look at that beautiful pink and salmon colour there. Look how gorgeous that is. Now, I guess a lot of people are firing off names right now, which they think what this snake is. Now, this beautiful little snake here is about the average size of this particular snake. Now, this snake is highly venomous, so we need to be very careful when working with this snake. Now, this is a small-eyed snake. He's got tiny little eyes at the front of his head here, and he is very alert. He's very aware of his surroundings right now. So he's got these tiny little eyes, hence his name, the small-eyed snake, because he's got small eyes compared to most other snakes. These guys typically live in areas like this beautiful bushland, because these guys are a nocturnal predator. They're hunting things like diurnal skinks. They're looking for dragons like lilligamids. They're looking for anything really, even smaller snakes. Even sometimes they've been known to eat their own kind, to be cannibalistic, which is a little bit crazy. Not very productive when you're trying to increase the population by eating yourself or your friends. No, not very good. So these guys are a live-bearing species, averaging around about 2 to 3 babies. Not a very lot of many babies they have, but they're live birth. These guys will drop their babies, and the babies will come out in a clear membranous-like sac. They'll tear their way out and move out and make their way amongst nature, looking after themselves from that day on. It's not uncommon to find large numbers of these guys in a spot during the cooler months. So during winter, if you flip some rocks or lift some bark, you might find a few of these all together. Now, my highest number I found was 9, but I believe you can find up to 26 of these all aggregated all in one spot, which is very weird. But if they're living in these little colonies on these little outrocks, you can see why they would be doing that. Now, you've got to remember, these guys have highly toxic venom. They have a myotoxic venom, which affects muscles, including your heart muscle. It dissolves your muscles, means that you're going to die of renal failure, your kidneys are going to pack it in, you're going to die a very horrible slow death over a few days, not straight away, over a few days. Pretty scary. So even a small snake like this looks a little bit easy to handle, and they are relatively very friendly or easy to handle because they're not very bitey, very relaxed. But if they do bite, you're in for a world of pain. Absolutely gorgeous little snake, and like I said, you know, sometimes we take some of these little front-fanged venomous snakes here in Australia, which we're home to probably the most amount of leopards anywhere in the world. And I tell you what, this gorgeous little guy here was sitting in our backyard, in our courtyard there. And because we have dogs, we've decided to move this guy to a more appropriate area where he's going to be able to find some friends and hopefully reproduce, find some food, make some friends, and grow big, fat and strong. And his form of defense there is actually to burrow deep down into the leaf litter. It's a good mechanism for hiding right there. He's going to sit there, coil himself up, feel nice and comfortable, and then when it gets darker, he'll become quite active, move off, look for food, and look for a new territory to house. That is an amazing little snake. All right, we're going to leave that guy here for the rest of the day. And in fact, this is his new home, this beautiful environment. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. And thanks again for joining the adventure with me here on CrittaCam.